I'm Brad Rosley. Thanks for tuning in again today to my Smart Money channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get future videos on financially related topics. Today we're going to talk about 401ks. And while there's a lot of good things about 401ks, there's also something I really don't like about them and most of you are not aware of. 401ks are wonderful for most people because they're forced savings. If you sign up for the program, money gets taken out of your paycheck before it makes it into your checking account. Thank goodness. Because if it weren't for 401ks, most people wouldn't have much of anything saved at all. So that makes it a great thing. You couple that with some employers that give you a match on your savings and they put in a percentage also for you. Very nice benefit. Another benefit for some will be the tax deductibility of the contribution. You avoid your income tax on that contribution up to certain limits. I'm here today to bring up something else that you may not be thinking about at all. Thanks to President Trump's tax law from a few years ago, tax rates are at historically low rates. Why does that matter? It's a great thing, you're right. But when it comes to your 401k, you are getting a tax deduction when income tax rates are at decades lows. So it may not be such a good idea. Why is that, you ask? Well, the reason is that, you get the tax deferral all the years while the money's building up on there, which is a good thing. When you go to get the money out, that's when you pay the tax. So when you think about it, if you look at your 401k statement, you look at your IRA statements, and you see an account balance, I'm here to give you the bad news. That money is not all your money. That balance is not your money. You share that with the IRS. We don't know how much we're sharing though, do we? Because we don't know what income tax rates are going to be, and we don't know what tax rate you're personally going to be in. Now, for many people, they will actually be at a lower rate, most likely in retirement. It depends how much money you've saved. It also depends on the tax rates. But don't forget that when you take money out of retirement plans, it adversely affects your Social Security. You could be taxed more in Social Security. You could also have an increased payment on your Medicare, which is also withheld from your Social Security payment, if you make a higher income. The country is in bad shape financially when it comes to debt. There also, if you ask me, where's a ton of money? It's in 401ks and IRAs. It would not surprise me if some kind of a surtax was put on down the road to take money from all the haves who've saved money in their 401ks and give it to the government in the form of taxes to pay for all their IOUs. So what might that look like? Well, I made up a little chart here. Very simple. So on the way in, you get a tax deduction in your 401k. You grow your balance. You may grow it to, let's just say, 100,000. Some people have 1 million. Some have more. Okay? And you got the tax deduction on the way in, but when it comes out, it's not just your money anymore. Some is yours, some is the IRS's. It's possible that of that 100,000, only 75 is yours and 25 is theirs. For some people, it'll be 80-20. For others, if you cash out of $1 million, I'm not saying you would do that all at once, but maybe you took out a good chunk to buy a second home, it might be 65-35. So there would be a massive potential surrender value on your 401k. That's one of the reasons that I don't like to only use 401ks for my retirement savings. I love the Roth 401k, which I've done videos on. I've also done Roth IRAs. I like taxable investments where any sales you make will be the time that you incur the tax. You control that. And also what's normally a favorable capital gain rate. So these are some things you ought to be thinking about. Be aware that you are putting money into a 401k at decade low rates as far as taxes. You might be in for a rude awakening when you go to take that money out. There's a lot of strategies that you can use to be more tax efficient. And I'm not saying 401ks are bad because they're not. The forced savings is terrific. I love the Roth 401k even more. But I just want you to think about this going forward. I hope you give me a like and subscribe to my channel and look up all the videos I've done on related subjects that you might find interesting. Thanks a lot for listening. Have a great day.